Hey there, it's Diane Banks, radio personality and voiceover talent in Chicago. On Twitter daily at Diane Banks. Actually, it's at Diane_Banks. I should know that, shouldn't I? But anyway, the link is right there under the video if you want to come chat with me and this cute little bunny rabbit. And also my website, voice123.com/Diane Banks. You can listen to my demo. You can hire me, and we'll go from there. Okay, so back to privacy issues on the internet. DuckDuckGo is something I've been using for over a year, which I really love, and I'm happy to see it getting a lot of press because everybody searches with Google. Nothing wrong with Google, but now that we're getting privacy issues more out in the open, thank you, Edward Snowden, more people are concerned about it than ever before. And actually a lot of people, like I didn't know when I first started using DuckDuckGo that searches are saved and that you have privacy issues with your searches as much as your email or when you're surfing websites. So it's a great thing to use to do your searches. There's a bunch of them that are private, but I found DuckDuckGo to be the best just in terms of the searches that I was looking for. And of course it's anonymous, and also you are not in a bubble when you search. A lot of the search engines target specific things based on your taste and yes, based on tracking you that they pull up for you, but DuckDuckGo doesn't work in a bubble, and it tells you more about that when you click on them. Like here it gives you information, and also the logo, if you click on the little duck, it'll tell you more about they don't track, we don't filter bubble, and it explains all about that. So I'll let the duck tell you instead of talking about that now. Alright, so that's for your searches to keep you nice and private. Then while you're surfing the internet, you don't want people following you, right? Well, I don't. The best one that I found so far is Do Not Track Me. This is awesome because even using privacy issues with Firefox, like having this on Do Not Track, I was still being tracked by a lot of companies, and you would be too. It kind of, I guess that's for another show, where I think it should be illegal if you say you don't want to be tracked and you're still being tracked by 15 companies, but that's the way it is right now. So if you use something like this, like Do Not Track Me, and I'll put this link right there under the video for you too. It's awesome. It's a free download, and let me show you based on some of these other sites. Okay, like for example on my Twitter, you can see up here, once you load in Do Not Track Me, it shows you exactly who's been tracking you and who they blocked. I love this. For example, one social network tracking me. Who was it? Twitter. Twitter is one of several companies that secretly tracks you on millions of websites. You also blocked one company who's Google Analytics. Okay, sometimes when I'll click on these different sites, there's like 15 or 20 companies. I was like, I had no idea. So if you choose to have people tracking you, that's great. But if you don't, a service like Do Not Track Me is a wonderful thing. And even look at this, even on my Voice123 site, there's 3 people tracking me. Blocked 3 companies. They are Kissmetrics, Google Analytics, and Google AdWords conversion. So you can see Google's pretty busy tracking us on the internet. Okay, so there's for your searches, DuckDuckGo. Then we have Do Not Track Me while you're surfing the web. How about your email? Hushmail is another of the email services that I thought was really good. They use encryption. Actually, that's the one thing about private email, is that you have to encrypt it in order for it to be truly private. So I tend to just use this if there's things I want to talk to family about that I don't want the world to know. But my day-to-day email, I just use one of the services online like Hotmail. But with Hushmail, what you would do is set it up best to have whoever you're emailing that you want to private with to use the service as well, so that you can use encryption on both ends. You both have to use encryption or it doesn't do any good in order for it to be private. And then for it to be encrypted, you pick some kind of a password that only you and the other person would know, and it explains how to do that in Hushmail. The only downer with this, as a free service, you have to log in once every 3 weeks or they cancel it. Mine was just canceled because I didn't log in, but I wanted to show it to you because I still think it's great. Okay, so DuckDuckGo, Do Not Track Me, and Hushmail. 3 of my recommendations to enjoy private surfing while you're on the internet. So I will talk to you on Twitter. Have a great one. I'll talk to you tomorrow.